Are we live? Yo, Z. Z, my boy is first. Oh, shit, you just reminded me, gang. I gotta take that VIP away, bro. I gotta take that VIP away. I'm sorry to do it to you, brother. It was just for the night, dude. Z. Merg. Is it Merg or Merge, bro? Yo, Jacko, what up? It was fun while it lasted. A full 30 minutes, baby. Yo, I got some good news, bro. Who is this? It is, yep, it's Big V. Big V, bro. How you doing, Jenny? Jacko, what up? My favorite parasocial. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Since I discovered that we have very similar tastes in music, bro, it's been a little bit more parasocial on my end. I can't speak for you. Can't speak for you, though. Bro. Wait, what do you mean? What did I do? What do you mean? Is it because I showered? Bro, look at my cowlick. Look at my fucking cowlick, bro. This is the problem with my hair, that I got this cowlick here. And also it's starting to thin up front. As it's weird because sometimes it thins and sometimes it don't. And now that okay, now I'm insecure. I need a hat. You guys make me need a hat, bro. Z Merg, like smirk, but with the Z and G, smirk. Yo, Cattle Dog, what's up? Now I need a fucking hat, bro. You know what? Nah. Allah gave me a thinning dome. You know what? I love myself. I love myself, bro. Fuck it, bro. It could be worse, huh? It could be worse. Yo, Haley, what up, baby? I'm glad to find some weather. Yeah, it's crazy, right? The cowlick is gangster. Thanks. What do you mean that's Big V? What do you mean? What do you mean? Was it because my hair was down? Is it because I was looking a little cute? Is it a sin to look a little cute? Fellas, guess what I got here, baby? Guess what I got? Guess what I got? All right. Check it. I low-key stopped using my hookah. No, it's not Fent, but it's close. I got my hookah in the back there, but I stopped using it because it got rusty. Yo, cute Kiwi Fuzz, what up, baby? Bro, my shit got rusty and I didn't want to smoke on some tetanus. So, check it out, baby. Check it out. Hey, this is for business. I'm going to write this off of my taxes, bro, because it's for the boys. That's a tax write-off for sure, bro. That is a tax write-off. And I'll tell you what. I will give you guys the privilege of watching me pack up the bowl. Not because I didn't run out of time. Bro has Monaco. No, bro. It's my hookah stuff. It's my warning. This product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical. Or you can say it's for business. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's for the business. Could I have this as a tax write-off for real? Just curious. Not to say I will, but could I write this off for my taxes, like the hookah and hookah things, if I smoke it enough on stream? Bro, I really miss like sitting in my front porch, smoking hookah, working on my little laptop, my gay little laptop. He's got pretty nails. Thanks. I'm pretty sure I could have it as a tax write-off, right? It's watermelon, just in case you guys are wondering. Anyway, fellas, how we doing today? How's everyone's Tuesday? Yo, Bruce, what up? Yeah, I'm down. Because we're about to do some react shit today. All right, I'll let you... Okay, so check it out, fellas. I'll let you guys choose the order. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll choose the order. But I wanted to do a few things today. But you guys are my boss. As long as it's cool with the boss, bro. Being attractive in 2026 is a crime. Excuse me, arrest me, Ossifer. Use it enough, you could probably argue as part of streams. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if I do enough circles, like smoke rings, I can be like, bro, it's for the thing, bro. Look at my cowlick. Yo, Dylan, what's up? Let's go, bro. Let's go. So check it. So we're gonna do a few things today. I got some stuff I want to react to. They're longer videos. They're half an hour each. And I also want to do Spotify bingo today with yellow album covers. Here, actually, I'll send it. Here, go add songs right now to it. Yellow album covers only. So I don't know if we should do react segment first or bingo segment first. I feel like bingo is more hype, so maybe I want to end on a hype. Here, let me pin that as well. I'm getting there. Who knows the band, bro? Who knows the band? Tonight, tonight I'm reacting to shit. Tonight I'm reacting to shit. We're gonna be reacting, and we're gonna be doing the Spotify bingo. No, it's not Linkin Park. You're seeing the Wonder Years in March? Ooh, who are they touring with? I might have to fuck around and see if they're playing locally to me. As many songs as you want. Okay, I will say though, no spamming the same album. I'll let like maybe 2 songs of one album pass, but that's it. Like, don't go crazy on one specific album. Don't go crazy on one specific album, because then that kind of cock blocks the bingo. Two songs per album, I think, is fair. Uh-oh, hold on. That's fair, right? 2? Should we do 2 or 3 songs per album? What are we thinking? Would wait, what? Knuckle Puck, Ben Quad, and the Wonder Years? Is that like a full tour, or is that like a one-off show? Wait, where do you live again, Keely? So anyone that's posted a leak one? Okay, bet. Do Discord, Bruce, because I don't know my Instagram password, and I've been struggling to fucking log into Instagram on the browser. I want to do Instagram Reels bingo too. That looks fun. But the only reason why I haven't done it is because I just don't know my password to Instagram, so I gotta reset that shit. And y'all know how it is. It's OD. It's OD for sure. All right, we're lighting up the hookah, baby. So I was trying to G the hookah guy. He was like, 90 bucks, 90 bucks. I was like, bro, there's no box on it. You gotta give me a discount. And he had called his boss and everything because I was trying to get a discount. But I didn't get a discount. However, he gave me a free roll of coals, which is nice. That's some sort of win, right? Some sort of win. Just so you guys know, you can always like bargain with smoke shops. Make sure it's actually yellow, not orange or white or some shit. Yeah. Wait, am I live on YouTube? Yeah, I am. Okay, I thought I forgot to hit go live on YouTube. Yo, something interesting. What up, bro? What camera do you have? Sony, hold on, I'll tell you right now, gang. Hold up. Sony ZV-E10. It's the Sony EV10. Wait, what did I say? Sony EV-E10? Some shit like that. Some shit like that. But if you're looking to upgrade content stuff, I always suggest mic before camera. Because you got motherfuckers like Jinxie that are like top of the like Twitch game right now. And my man is rocking like a fucking $20 webcam. Yo, shout out. Yo, thank you for the prime, bro. Here, you get to be on the board of support now, brother. You just got your webcam? Fuck yeah. That's the camera you want? Really? It's from actually, it was a gift. My girl gifted it to me. She got it from Best Buy. Something interesting, baby. Something interesting, baby. Let me put you on the board of support. Fellas, if you want to be on the board of support, toss us up my way. Support the business, bro. Support the business. Toss me a prime. You. No way. Am I bugging? Bruce, did you just throw me 100? Is that USD, brother? Did this dude, bro, did you just toss $100 my way? Holy. Bro, thank you so much, dude. What the fuck? Homie just dropped 100 beans, bro. God damn. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Holy shit, that means a lot, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. He's supporting the business. Bruce stole his mom's credit card. Bruce, did you steal your mama's credit card? Yeah, it really means a lot, man. Thank you so much, dude. I would give you head if you were in front of me, but you're not in front of me, so unfortunately you miss out. Unfortunately, you miss out. You know, that's the first time I seen someone use the money eyeball emoji or emote. Anyway, fellas, yo, shout out Bruce. I'll tell you what, Bruce, link me on Discord what you want me to react to. We'll react to that first. We'll start with some reacts, and then to end stream on a high note, we'll do the Spotify bingo at the end. We'll do Spotify bingo at the end. Yo, Slam, what's up, baby? Bro, it's cool. What? Oh, hold on. I worked hard on my emotes, bro. That was all by head. By mouse. You did? Okay, bet. It was all by mouse, bro. There's love in that bitch. They're good. Those are good. You want me to watch the first or second link first? Smoking is bad for your health, especially when it's your own flesh you're smoking. Who's smoking their own, what? Smoke my own flesh. I could probably put my dandruff in like a bowl. Second, first? Okay, bet. All right, fellas, let's just get into it. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some react shit. There's some videos I wanted to watch. I'll let you guys decide the videos. Maybe we'll only after Bruce stuff. I got 2 videos I had sent myself, and I'll let you guys decide what we watch. And if we have time, we'll watch both. If not, we'll do, because they're longer. They're like 30 minutes. To be honest, we'll probably watch this metalcore one that I've been wanting to watch. But I'm like, oh, I'd rather watch it with the boys and see everyone's thoughts and opinions. And then what you call it? And then we'll do Spotify bingo. Sounds good? Yo, Andy. What up, my boy? How you feeling, Big A? Well, actually, I can't call you that. That's what I call Apex, and I can't be a fake bitch. You could be medium A. Are you okay with being medium A? You could be medium A, or you could be huge A. You could be huge A or medium A, whatever you want. He can be Lil A. See, here's the thing. Andy is not little. Andy, don't you like work out and stuff? That's the problem. That's the problem is. Okay, for anyone just joining, here's the link. Here's the link to a Spotify playlist. We're gonna do Spotify bingo in like an hour at 9 p.m. We're gonna do some Spotify bingo with yellow album covers only. Bruce, did you want me to watch both or just the second? Oh, you do MMA? Yo, Hex! You do MMA? What is your like martial art of choice? I used to do kickboxing, but I jacked A. Yeah, jacking my A, bro. Jacking my Andy Till himself. 2 a.m. I gotta be up by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Go to you. Bro, you can fall asleep to me. Both? Alright, bet. You can fall asleep to me, bro. Alright, so Suburban Cream bro. I almost fucked up and called it Suburban Creams. Yo, who's in the suburbs creaming right now? We creaming right now, bro. Boxing then jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I fuck with kickboxing but like, not gonna lie, Muay Thai has always been like my favorite, bro. Muay Thai has always been like cool as fuck to me. Yo, what did I just get? Hold up. Wait, where's my hi Emily. Yo, Freak Lane, bro. Freak Lane, what up? Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Buster. Last day of break was today. Oh, dude, what, like from school? Just drop out. if you drop out, you know, you could just be here and forever stream. You know? I encourage if you have a job, I encourage you to quit. If you go to school, I encourage you to quit. Just drop out. Follow for Suburban Cream. That's what I'm talking about. See, and your name is Freak. Oh yeah, brother's here for the Suburban Creams. LRP. So what does that mean? All right, let's watch this. This intro is so badass. I fuck with the magazine's like aesthetic. They're really good with aesthetic, and this intro reminds me of like PS1. Is it just me? Or is this like not PS1 energy as fuck, bro? Just graduated college? Yo, happy graduation, bro. What did you study? High school is easy to take the poop. Okay.
Hey, we are Suburban Queens, and this is our song, You Don't Have a Stupid Face.
Oh, so is this a live session?
I went
that's super loud. My bad.
You saw my stupid fucking face, and I felt how everything had changed. The way you looked, I just couldn't seem to walk away. I thought
this is so cool.
Forget everything.
So is this like Audio Tree Live type? Oh, this shit bouncy, huh?
I swear I'll only make it. I'll try. But if you wake up and then I say I went to.
Oh, okay. Drummer got pipes on him, don't he?
To the mall today and saw your stupid fucking face.
Yo, Simon, what's up, baby? We're being a React Andy today, and then we're gonna do some Spotify bingo. This is Suburban Queens right here. And then I'm gonna ask the fellas in chat an honest rating 1 to 10. It's like low-key right up my alley. Yo, XO, what up, baby? How you doing? I'll toss you to a Spotify bingo rules after this. It's almost done. I really fuck with like those like kind of fry screams that the drummer's doing. That was fire, bro. I like this a lot. A solid 1? What do you listen to? This is not a 1 for me, bro. This shit is fire. I thought it was really good. It was like, it's genuinely like right up my fucking alley. You don't have a stupid face? This is fire. I'm going to become very political and torment people. 8.3. Yeah, this is like, I would give this a solid. I want to hear like, okay, I'm not going to lie. The bar set kind of high for me because recorded it was pretty good. And sometimes like, live was pretty good. And sometimes like recorded doesn't sound as good as live and vice versa. So I'm hoping that the recorded version is like just as good, if not better. But if to me, it's like solid 8.5, maybe 9. I like it a lot. I prefer drum and bass, dubstep, and hardstyle. Okay, yeah, so it's not up your alley at all. Yeah, same. It was nice. It was like charming. It was like cute. It was very catchy. It was simple. I really fucked with those background screams. And now we got like an exclusive here. This is another band, is it? Yeah, Black Winter Wells. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Suburban Queens. So, hey, Bruce, you still in chat? Is this like in your stew? Like, what's going on here? Like, what exactly are we watching? Is it like Audio Tree Live type shit, and it's in your studio, or is this like live sessions, like that they have and had sent to you, and you're asking for songs with Yellow? Are yeah. Okay, so what we're doing. So if you look at the pinned comment, that's anybody could add songs with Yellow album covers, and then we're gonna set up a bingo chart, and we're gonna have 1 hour to complete bingo. We love Wells. I low-key nearly released a song yesterday, but I got too tired. Oh, dude, what, Alive Girls? Any genre's fine. As long as it's not like super long songs. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, but I prefer songs that aren't super long. We get people to record sessions in their home and we edit it like a music video. It's a revamp of Audio Tree and Tiny Desk, but original. That's cool. And do you have your hands on the like the audio as well? Or do they fuck with the audio? Is it like raw audio? Do you play with the audio at all? Is it just like a visual edit you do? Kind of hiatus. Oh wait, is that another project, Emily? How many songs? You can add as many songs as you want. It's just two. Here, let me put it in the description of it. Maximum 2 songs per album. Let me write in the description. 2 songs per album max. So like for example, I see sports on here, right? Like if I were to add a song from sports or music from sports, only 2 songs from sports, nothing more. You do? Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Bruce. Check your DMs. Okay, bet. Let me watch this first. All right, so this is Black Winter Wells. Oh, sorry, Black Winter Wells. I'm curious to see. To me, that band name sounds like as if it's like some sort of black metal. Living room performance. That's cool. Oh, this is not black metal. In the basement. Okay. That was just the intro. Got you, Simon. Yeah, this is definitely not black metal. Holy ADHD. I will say it is edited really cool. As long as majority is yellow. That's cool. I like the second bit better than the first bit.
Everything. Won't stop till I tell me. You know how we are. Just not helping. Unzip, can you say
I'm so confused with the person right now. I'm hearing male vocals but seeing a female body. Does that matter? That's pretty cool. I will say I like the second half of the song a lot better than the first. But it overall was really cool. Really cool. It feels very like ADHD. Which is not bad. Like I fuck with like 100 gex, right? And like fucking Machine Girl. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Why you say it like that? It's A-Trains. I got overstimulated. Yeah, but that's like the aesthetic of the music, right? So I'm like, yeah, like a lot. For example, my girl, she don't fuck with music like that at all. Like whenever we have, whenever like I got aux in the car, she'll skip like any hyperpop or any like fucking ADHD type music. Like she'll skip 100 gex or Machine Girl, like I said, or like literally any type of breakcore. She'll skip shit like that. It's not for everyone, but I feel like for like the niche people that do fuck with that kind of shit, like okay, like I'm curious to know what Jenny and Emily specifically think of that, because I feel like that's low key like on their like more up their alley than anyone's. I can do music, but the visual messes with me. Yeah, sometimes if it's like too much, I'm like, yo, I'm about to fucking seize up. Would this count? No, Simon, that is green, brother. That is green. The song, yeah. I really like the second. I fucked with the second half way more than the first. The first half, it kind of like turned me off a little bit, but I'm curious to see like what more they have out. Yo, dessert! Plastic Paradise, keep the serotonin fizzy, glitching out the truth in a pixelated vizzy. Yo, dessert, you always popping in here with your fucking bars, bro. Isn't niche really has songs with multi-million streams? Well, the genre of music is niche, no? Yo, I don't know why I don't know why follow age stopped working. 160. Okay. Yeah, I wanna see. I'm definitely gonna check out more of their discography. But like that, like wow, like it's a niche genre of music, you know. Been following since the Cold War. Don't you have gray hairs still? No, I have gray hairs. I'm graying a little bit. I'm not like salt. I'm not like salt and pepper yet, but I definitely got some gray strands going, bro. All right. Thank you for that, Bruce. Thank you for putting us on. I'm definitely gonna check out some more. You dye your hair? I don't dye my hair, dude. What? I do not dye my hair. Is it because you're expecting me to gray? I'm 30, bro. How many 30-year-olds you know grays? No, thank you, brother. Thank you for the hundo. Thank you for putting me on. I always love to see like more. I love to check out more artists. Okay, let's watch. I've been wanting to watch this video. So I don't know if you guys.
One of my favorite.
Oh, this guy got a deep ass voice. Holy shit! All right, so somewhat recently, I would say in the past few months, this guy one of his videos popped off. It was this one. Modern music is kind of boring, and I think what attracted me to this video was like just how like you literally have like fucking who's this Sabrina Carpenter, and then you have like Mitch Lucker, and then you have like it's just like a big variety of like artists, and saying modern music is kind of boring and shit. So I thought it was like interesting. Um and I subbed to him, and then he dropped From Street Kids to Scene Kids, the story of metalcore. And not to say, I'm not saying that I know every bit of metalcore's history at all, but I feel like I know enough to,
One of my favorite.
I don't know, to do some commentary on this. You wanted to watch that? Okay, fuck yeah, so perfect. Perfect. It's on your watch later. It was on mine too. I was saving it for the fellas. So yeah, the guy's name is, what's his name here? Lachlan Frazier. So I highly encourage you guys to go subscribe to him because I think he has really solid commentary. And he seems very diverse, and not just like alternative music, but like music in general, which is pretty cool. Like I'm definitely like a one trick pony. This guy is not. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see this, bro. I got obsessed with Drumeo video. Drummer playing this song surprisingly. Never hear. Wait, how old are you, Dessert? All right, so this is from Street Kids to Scene Kids, the story of metalcore.
One of my favorite, and in my opinion, one of the most interesting stories in the history of heavy music is how metalcore went from the grimy streets of a pre-Giuliani New York to middle-class suburbs all across North America. From New York...
I will say, I love the Bully soundtrack. I'm pretty sure that's like the soundtrack of Bully in the background.
Street kids to suburban scene kids. Scene kids who had very little, if any, idea of the history of the music they were listening to and making, where it came from, how it came to be, who started it. Hell, even today, I would say that most of those former scene kids don't know its full history. But regardless...
Markiplier, dude, I was just thinking about it, bro. I was just thinking, yeah, he sounds like Markiplier, right? But you know what's weird? The voice fits our boy Lackland. That's his name, right? Lackland? The voice fits Lackland's face more than Markiplier's face.
So that those
has no... What do you mean Bully has no AI?
scene kids completely changed the future of not only heavy music, but they also completely revolutionized how bands and artists operate in this new digital age.
You don't think he sounds like Markiplier? Bro, come on. Not even a little bit?
So, today, I wanted to go over the history of metalcore and how all of this happened and how it wound up changing heavy music forever. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so grab a monster, break up those old skinny jeans, and enjoy the video. But first, this video is brought to you by this lady here. If you want to help me buy her treats and toys, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Or if you're feeling generous, you can donate or tip over on Ko-Fi, however it's pronounced.
So what I will say, so okay, what I know off of metalcore, right? It's more like so the issue with metalcore right now is that it's like too broad of a term. Like metalcore became more of an umbrella term rather than like a fucking like an actual subgenre of music. And there's this other guy, I think his name is Varvis, that he did a video on like, it's literally called like fixing metalcore or something. And I thought it was really interesting because he did a video where he was breaking down the different styles of metalcore. So like you'll discover like metalcore that's true to the original sound, which is like actual like hardcore and metal having a baby. And then you have like fucking for example, like Earth Crisis is there, right? Then you have like the direction metalcore started going to, which was like a lot more, I guess, like mathy. So you have like Converge. Yo, Tech! What up, baby? What is UAPs? Like Converge, then you have like the melodic core, right? Like Avenged Sevenfold, shit like that. And today there's just so many different like sounds that you can consider metalcore, but it's like, is it though? You know what I mean? UAPs? What do you mean aliens? You know, I was thinking about aliens. I kind of want to have a
New York hardcore.
CBGBs!
So in order to explain the development and rise of metalcore, we first need to establish the New York hardcore scene that it arose from. Personally, New York hardcore is one of my favorite.
Bro, is that Kirby six? Bro, okay, this dude knows ball. He's now using fucking Kirby, the Crystal Shards soundtrack.
If not my favorite hardcore scenes. Part of it's that certain musical elements and attitudes within the music are more appealing to me, but part of it is also that I love certain styles for the era or scene they came from. I know I've railed against vibes in music before, but I do think there is something about the vibes that certain music can bring you, specifically when that music evokes images or feelings of a certain time or place. And in this case, it's the dirty streets of a New York long gone. Maybe it's because I grew up playing GTA 4 or because Batman was a childhood favorite of mine. But there's something weirdly nostalgic about this era of New York for me, even though I've never been further than the time I slept in a truck stop in South Park. But that's enough of that. Let's get on to the story of New York hardcore. I'm going to assume that most of you are already at least broadly familiar with the beginnings of hardcore punk. In the early 80s, DC bands like Minor Threat, Youth Brigade, and Bad Brains took punk rock in a more aggressive and less musical direction. Yada yada yada. I'm sure you've heard the story before. The early...
We have. I love how he acknowledges that. I will say Bad Brains is a band. I was just telling my girl this, that like they deserve like more credit. I feel like a lot of people when they talk about like the history of hardcore, they kind of like neglect Bad Brains for some reason.
The New York hardcore scene wasn't drastically different than hardcore in other places, but by the mid-80s it had begun to really differentiate itself in a few notable ways. For starters, New York in the 80s was a rough place. This was not the New York that Taylor Swift sung about, and these were not upper middle class kids like Ian MacKaye of Minor Threat. These were New York street kids growing up in or around dangerous and violent neighborhoods in a decaying city, and the music reflected that. New York hardcore also came up at the same time and place as hip-hop, and that's evident in much of the music. New York hardcore bands were among the first to introduce and popularize street fashion imagery that so many bands still use to this day. The other important element is spirituality and a search for something higher. It's hard to track down exactly why and how the New York scene became more interested in theological and metaphysical concepts than other places, but Bad Brains, who migrated from DC to New York early on, may have played a role as they were Rastafarians, and later on, Hare Krishna, which was a sort of new age spiritual movement that started in the 1960s, had some followers in the New York hardcore scene, and some so-called Krishnacore bands popped up in the mid to late 80s. Bands like Shelter and 108. I believe
I can give you the answer to that. It's the devil.
it's this that helped lay the foundations for all of the Christian metalcore bands that would thrive in a couple decades to come. The last, and most important element, is metal. New York hardcore bands weren't the first or the only to start incorporating metal influences, but it quickly became a defining element of the scene. Bands like Agnostic Front, Cro-Mags, and the Stormtroopers of Death brought in blast beats, tighter guitars, and palm-muted chugs to the sound. Crossover thrash thrived in and around New York City. Now, it's important to note that at the time, metal and hardcore were not cool with each other. Namely, hardcore kids really didn't like metal dudes. And frankly, I don't blame them. Metal dudes are kind of the worst. But regardless of that, throughout the 80s, metal and hardcore did have an off and on again, albeit toxic relationship, with thrash metal drawing from the aggression and speed of hardcore, and in turn, hardcore bands, particularly in New York, began to play a thrashy hardcore that became known as crossover. You could maybe call this stuff a sort of proto-metalcore. Black metal obviously draws from the raw and stripped-down production of hardcore, and a lot of the DIY attitudes and ethos. Grindcore took the burgeoning sounds of extreme metal and fused them with hardcore and crust punk. And one of my favorite genres, sludge, began when hardcore bands started getting really into Black Sabbath. With
I do not like sludge, bro. I do not like sludge metal. I don't like doom metal. I don't like this slower shit.
Side B of Black Flag's My War EP, being a landmark release in the genre. All this to say that as much as metal dudes love to turn their heads up at hardcore and dismiss genres like metalcore as not real metal, metal actually owes a lot to hardcore. In fact, I would go as far as to argue that without hardcore, we wouldn't really have any of the non-cheesy metal genres. We'd be stuck with European dudes singing about dragons and shit. Metal dudes, however, kind of just love to arbitrarily pick and choose what hardcore influences are acceptable or not. But anyways, back to New York hardcore. While bands like Agnostic Front and Cro-Mags were paving ground for this more metallic-sounding hardcore, there was another scene that popped up in New York around the same time.
Tell
The
us.
youth crew bands. Made up of bands like Youth of Today, Gorilla Biscuits, and Judge. The youth crew separated itself from other New York hardcore bands in a couple of ways. Number one, they rejected the metallic influences and opted for a more traditional hardcore sound. 2, they took New York hardcore in a more positive direction. These bands were among the first to really take this straight-edge label that Ian MacKaye had coined in the early 80s and turn it into an actual movement, alongside veganism, which is where straight edge began to be associated with veganism. And their lyrics were focused more on well-being, personal growth, and strength. The other way they differentiated themselves is many of the youth crew came from the suburbs around New York City rather than the...
See, like, I find it interesting where, like, yeah, this was a big part of like hardcore and punk, like punk's development. Like, yeah, like just self-improvement, be living a better lifestyle, staying off the streets, X, Y, and Z. And like, you know, punk is about like not judging and being such an open community. So I always find it very strange where like how it is like an intimidating genre to get into, I say, because it's like riddled with like big tough guys. You know what I mean? And not to say like, oh, we're open to everything, so that means it should be ran by like dudes that are you know like femboys. But it feels like, and I'm not speaking for every scene, but like definitely in a specific scene in Jersey, it felt like yeah, like if you want to be in the hardcore scene, yeah, you got to be like this tough dude, this fucking big guy to, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels very, very like masculine, and it does feel judgmental in a way. Even though like the whole thing is built off of like not bringing each other down and just like being better for yourself and just being open. You know what I mean?
City itself.
I'm not speaking for every hardcore scene out there, but I feel like a lot of that is also displayed like online.
And along with it, they brought clean-cut suburban fashion. Leather vests and bandanas were traded in for varsity jackets and bleach blonde hair, something completely alien to hardcore at the time. It's worth remembering that at the time, hardcore and punk were largely big city things, but these youth crew bands helped to establish suburbia in the punk world. The movement flourished from the mid to late 80s, but by the 90s it burned out. But its legacy would live on in hardcore in various ways, including in metalcore. It's from the ashes of the youth crew movement that we would get some of the earliest metallic hardcore outfits of the 90s, along with the vegan straight edge themes that many of those early metallic hardcore bands would espouse. Part 2. Metallic Hardcore. So now that we've established the backstory of New York hardcore, we're going to go over the origins of metalcore. Figuring out who the first metalcore band was is a bit of a nebulous task. The evolution of genres and styles often mirrors that of the evolution of species in real life, or maybe a more apt comparison would be the evolution of languages. When did the
Yeah, it's like it's always tough to point out who's the first to do anything.
Middle English of Chaucer become the modern English of Shakespeare? It's all sort of a gradual change, and we just have to sort of draw a line somewhere. But there are a few specific bands I think we can point to as having played a role in the development of metalcore. The first of these bands actually being from outside of New York. Hardcore scenes throughout the Northeast, and even into parts of the Midwest, were heavily influenced by the New York hardcore sound. And it's from Cleveland that we get what some consider to be the first metalcore band. Integrity. Formed in 1998, they would release a demo the following year called Harder They Fall. The album is still very punky, but they're definitely turning up that metal dial. Their debut album, Those Who Fear Tomorrow, from 1991, continued the progression with tighter production and chunkier guitars. But still, it's not quite the metalcore that everyone knows and loves now. If we head back to New York, though upstate, we'll find a name that almost everyone cites as being the first metalcore band, Earth Crisis. They released their first EP, All Out War, in 1992, but it was their second EP, Firestorm, which really solidified themselves as early metalcore juggernauts. They continued to increase the metal dial with their second EP, featuring really tight production that at the time was really only found in metal. And the titular track also featured apocalyptic lyrics about killing drug dealers, which I think we might need to explain a little bit. Earth Crisis were a part of, or at least associated with, a very interesting movement in hardcore, that being Hardline. Hardline was a militant, straight-edge vegan movement started by Sean Mutaki of Vegan Right. For what it's worth, Earth Crisis deny ever having been a part of the Hardline movement, but they did share many of the same views and beliefs, and they did come up at the same time. Hardline rejected not only drugs and alcohol, and promoted veganism and animal liberation, but it also shied away from third world crops like coffee and chocolate. Many of these bands were also pro-life and often anti-gay. This was all under a quote-unquote militant ethos that encouraged violence. This is really where the stereotype of straight-edge kids being violent originated from. Now, based on some of these beliefs, I think it's easy to call these bands conservative, but I don't really think their views sit neatly on a modern left-right political axis, especially looking back over 30 years later. I bring this up not only to contextualize where these bands were coming from, but also to say that contrary to what you might hear on punk or hardcore subreddits, these genres never had a cohesive or coherent political ideology, let alone one that just so happens to align with r/hardcore's idea of left-wing politics. Punk and hardcore have always had a wide spectrum of eclectic political beliefs, most of which were frankly nonsensical or not worth taking seriously. That's all I'm going to say in regards to politics, though. Just wanted to clarify that little bit of historical revisionism that I see a lot these days. Another band within that militant, vegan, straight-edge metalcore world that I think is worth noting is Abnegation from Pennsylvania.
Cries of the helpless. They haunt my mind. And in defense of the innocent, I'm prepared to die.
What's really interesting about them is they started out as a metalcore act, but over time transitioned into more of a brutal death metal act. The result is that there was sort of an in-between period in the mid-90s where they were sort of a proto-deathcore act, while metalcore itself was still in its infancy. Also worth noting at the time are all of the beatdown or tough guy hardcore bands that were popping off in the city at the time. Bands like Madball, Marauder, Irate, and Bulldoze. Whether or not these bands are metalcore is somewhat debatable, but they still helped to push forward that metallic sound throughout the 90s. The next band I want to note here isn't from New York, or anywhere from the Northeast, or even from North America for that matter. Far over the waters in Belgium, a hardcore scene was brewing in the mid to late 90s that was heavily influenced by the metalcore scene coming out of the Northeast, that being the Hate 1000 scene. The standout band here, I think, being Congress, as they were really the pioneers of the scene. But I encourage all of you who like metalcore to go check out the Hate 1000 scene. The Hate 1000 scene was really interesting for not only being among the first metalcore bands outside of North America, but they were the first to really blur the lines between metal and hardcore. Bands like Abnegation, Earth Crisis, and Integrity were very much hardcore bands with metal influences, but bands like Congress sounded more like metal bands with hardcore influences, hence why it's often called edge metal. These bands would also lay some groundwork for deathcore with bands like Deformity bringing in tremolo picking and gutturals.
Man's nose goes all the way up to his forehead. What? What do you mean?
Throughout the 90s, metalcore would continue to slowly
Jetty,
but
we are
steadily
not straight
grow
edge
with
here,
different
brother.
scenes popping up in different places. Labels like Solid State, Victory Records, and Equal Vision helped to distribute these bands around the world through the decade and get more and more recognition in the world of heavy music. Which leads me to the next band that
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Straight edge never really like interested me.
I want to note, that being Texas death metal band Embodiment, who, after being signed to Solid State in the mid-90s, began incorporating some metalcore influences from their label mates. And with their debut album, Embrace the Eternal, in 1998, they would establish deathcore as a genre. Then they
Oh man, like how he was saying like earlier, how like the metal scene and the hardcore scene like had this like low key beef. The hardcore scene also beefed with like the deathcore kids. So like, look, man, this is kind of like, again, it's supposed to be a scene that's filled with like people that are like open, unless you play metal. Or, yeah, we're open to everybody as long as you're not a deathcore band or a metal band.
would go on to become a Christian hard rock band. And weird trajectory, but those albums are honestly really good too. Now, the last scene in bands I want to point out is one that has been overlooked by most of us for years, including myself. That being the late 90s Boston metalcore scene and some of the surrounding areas. Bands like Aftershock, Overcast, Shadows Fall, and Blood Has Been Shed. These bands were the first ones to bring in the at the gates riffs that would dominate metalcore in the coming decade, along with the clean vocals and clean guitar parts, and they too would continue to blur the line.
It's funny because that little bit we just listened to literally did sound like the like early works of like what we were talking about before, which is like the more melodic core kind of shit. Yo, Gerald, what's up, baby? Where I grew up, the hardcore kids didn't fuck with deathcore except Alicia and His Blood Runs Black. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I don't know where that stems from. I feel like maybe it's because like, you know, hardcore does have a lot of like gatekeepers, and say what you will about like gatekeepers. I think like the purpose is kind of necessary. Like I feel like the idea of gatekeeping makes sense. Right, but that's probably where like the beef with metal and deathcore stems from, where it's kind of like, yeah, like imagine you're a hardcore gatekeeper and you're kind of like, yeah, hardcore is perfect as it is. We don't need death metal to come in and take add a core to it, right? Like why are you guys fucking with our sound? Blah blah blah. You know, maybe that's where the beef stems from. I have no idea. I wish I knew. But like that's like the only thing I can think of.
Between metal and hardcore. Now, most of you probably don't recognize any of those names, but you most certainly recognize the people in those bands and the bands that they would form in just a few years' time. For example, Adam Dukowitz and Joe Strutzel from Aftershock and Mike D'Antonio from Overcast would go on to form Killswitch Engage. Phil Labonte from Shadows Fall would form All That Remains. They, along with many other metalcore and deathcore acts from that area, such as The Red Chord, Hatebreed, Converge, and more, were the first metalcore bands to really blow up in the early to mid-2000s and defined metalcore for the next decade to come. I really don't know how or why so many of us, myself included, have been overlooking this scene so much. They were the first metalcore acts to actually get popular And yet, whenever the question, where did metalcore come from, gets asked, these bands rarely get mentioned. Sure.
It's because like no one gives a shit about the bridge. That's why they don't get mentioned. Nobody like gives a fuck about like how we got there. It feels like it's more like, hey, they're, you know, like while yes they're big, they're like not Kill Switch Engage big or Converge big, right? And I feel like it's because they're more of the bridge to get from one style of music to another, rather than like kind of solidifying that specific sound. That the Pittsburgh scene is same people that show up in hardcore shows also show up in black metal, crust noise. Yeah, I guess I'm referring more to like back in the day, because now like I feel like people don't give a fuck, like hardcore kids don't give a fuck about deathcore. There's no beef, but like back in the day, especially in like when Suicide Silence was like kind of like on the come up, it felt like there's like tension in the air between the hardcore and deathcore kids. There's so many music genres I get confused. Yeah, and here's the thing, XO. At the end of the day, like I love John. Like I don't know why, but like putting labels on specific sounds to me is fun. Yo, Frick, what's up, baby? To me, putting labels on specific sounds is fun, and I think it is important because this is something I say all the time. If let's say you fuck with Converge, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a metalcore band. You look up metalcore. You go home and you're like, metalcore bands, and then like Bad Omens comes up. You're kind of like, whoa, that sounds nothing like Converge, right? So I feel like that's why it's important to label things. But realistically, does it really matter? Fuck no, hell no, it doesn't matter. Because like genres of music, it doesn't like the issue with putting something on a label is that like it's kind of, I don't know, I guess arguments start to stem from it. That there's people who think metalcore guys and hardcore guys are both losers. Yeah. Aren't we all losers, bro? No, we're not losers. We're just people with like a cool interest.
Metalcore got its start in New York, but it's in and around Massachusetts that we get the metalcore that we all know and love today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of music now dips into its toes into so many different genres. It's hard to label it. Yeah, and I think we should encourage more experimental shit, because that's how we discover like, oh shit, I had no idea that peanut butter and banana sandwiches taste good. Who came up with the idea of mixing peanut butter and banana and putting it in between two slices of bread? That shit tastes great. I love that shit. Whoever did it first, I'm happy it exists. You know what I mean? I'm happy that guy exists, or lady. A lot of, I just read that.
The metalcore that would come to define the MySpace era. Speaking of MySpace, let's now talk about scene kids and how they came to inherit metalcore.
Well, Lila Strogoff takes a closer look in his Fox 11 Undercover report.
The sound is intense.
Oh man, this was my era right here, baby. This was my era.
The look distinctive.
Hair that covers one part of their eye.
The feeling dark and angry.
Anger, rage, heartache.
These are emo scene kids, but if you're over 25, you've probably never heard of them.
Scene kids. You definitely emo scene kids.
They trace their roots from early punk rock to goth to emo, short for emotional hardcore. When emo started spreading on the internet, it just exploded.
Okay,
so
my prime is crazy.
Originally, there was going to be a segment in this
Yo, Doge, what's up, baby?
part of the video where I did some detective work and tried to work out the origin of scene, specifically the name and where it first began to be used. However, that segment wound up being far too long for this video. It's currently sitting at about 15 minutes. So instead, I'm turning that into its
Oh man, bro, don't be afraid to make the long videos, dog. Trust me, YouTube pushes that shit.
own video, which should be out within a few days to a week after this video. Or if you're watching in the near future, it's already out now and you can watch it here. Otherwise, back to the video. So going into this video, I think I had a pretty general idea of the history of metalcore and scene culture, but I wanted to make sure that I had the right ideas. And after doing some research, I think I have a pretty good idea how metalcore wound up being adopted by scene kids. The key being what I'm going to call the missing link bands. That being bands like 18 Visions, Under Oath, and Hawthorne Heights. These bands emerged in the late 90s and early 2000s, bringing in a fusion of metalcore, post-hardcore, and screamo. Now, these bands aren't as popular and are not brought up as often these days, but I think they were definitely the starting point for...
Well, no, I feel like Under Oath gets brought up pretty often, right? And what was the other bands you said? Sorry, let me...
as popular, bringing in a fusion of metalcore, the missing link.
Oh, and he said Hawthorne Heights. No, I feel like Hawthorne Heights and Under Oath are brought up often.
bands. That being bands like 18 Visions, Under Oath, and Hawthorne Heights. These bands emerged in the late 90s and early 2000s, bringing in a fusion of metalcore, post-hardcore, and screamo. Now, these bands aren't as popular and are not brought up as often these days, but I think they were definitely the starting point for early scene culture and the sort of catalyst as to how metalcore would switch scenes. Bands like 18 Visions also pioneered what was known as fashioncore, which undoubtedly left its mark on scene culture, especially the fashion. And a couple years later, Killswitch would blow up after bringing in Howard, pairing Howard's operatic yet
Yo, I chords. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. I don't speak Portuguese like that. My mom is Portuguese. Welcome in though. Vizzy was born in the 1900s. 1995? That's the 19,000s, bro.
catchy, clean vocals with the
Wait, never mind.
melodic death metal riffs propelled metalcore into the mainstream.
I hate this shit is just so cringe to me, bro. I hate melodic core so much.
Popularizing not just metalcore, but a lot of adjacent or similar sounding bands.
Yeah, I know. I'm bugging.
It's like
I dropped out. No, it's all good. iCores, how you doing, baby?
Lamb of God or Bullet My Valentine, and even bands like Children of Bodom. And, of course, you can't mention Scene Kids without talking about MySpace.
Oh my god, Liz, who's talking to me? Oh my god. Not Nazi. We'll see it, Nazi.
Okay.
The social media site, which came out in 2003, was quickly embraced by both this up-and-coming scene culture and a lot of the post-hardcore, screamo, and metalcore bands. Which is sort of funny to think about because rock metal and hardcore culture today is so antiquated and behind the times, it's hard to imagine a time when heavy bands were the ones pioneering new ground on social media and capturing the attention of the youth. But that aside, this is where the transformation was complete. By 2005, metalcore was firmly in the hands of scene kids, and the first wave of scene, metalcore, and deathcore bands were forming on places like MySpace. Now, the earliest scene
what a
kids were
golden
probably
era.
a little more aware of the background and history of these styles, but because scene grew so astronomically fast, each subsequent wave of scene kid had an increasingly superficial level of knowledge on the music. Now, in heavy music, that's generally considered to be a bad thing. Heavy music is overburdened with these ideas that you need to have an encyclopedic knowledge and know all of these obscure bands, otherwise you're just...
Yes, bro, and that's what intimidates a lot of people because it feels like motherfuckers are so quick to call each other posers in this scene, and it's like, oh, you don't know about this obscure from fucking 1990 cock? Oh man, you're a poser because you don't know where this specific riff is from or how this specific genre, like the roots and origins of it. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. All I said was I enjoy neck deep.
a poser or a tourist. But I think that's what made the MySpace era so great. Scene kids didn't know much or really care about any of the history. They were just having fun with this cool new music and breaking all the rules.
Yeah, but Vizzy is just saying that because he's a poser. Eat my fucking ass from behind, bro. What do you mean? See how quick Gerald, you're part of the problem, bro. It's the same thing with skateboarding too. You don't know a skater this person. Yeah, bro. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was getting into skating. The reason why I stopped was because I ate shit while I was riding home, and my board got into the street and a car hit it and broke it, and I just couldn't buy another one. But I remember I had to hide that I liked skating because I wasn't good at it yet. I was just fucking riding around. I was able to do a manual. I nailed an ollie a few times, but I didn't want to tell my friends because then they'll be like, "Oh, you don't know how to kickflip? Oh, look at this fucking poser! This guy's a fucking poser!" Bro, holy shit! You know what I mean? I could have been a teenage scene girl in the 2000s, but God had other plans. No, you did not mishear that. 1990 cock, bro. So you stopped because you were bad? No, I stopped because my fucking board broke. All right, don't laugh at me. Vizzy supposes he doesn't know Maple Seed Diamond Balls, a proto slam metal band from 1964, with only one 4-inch vinyl and one song that was lost. Yeah, bro, yes. It's not a skill issue, bro. I mean, I guess it was because I ate shit by the street, huh?
Because for as much as heavy music loves to pretend that it's all about breaking the rules and doing things your way and being unique, none of that's really true.
Oh wait,
rock
hold on, hold
music,
on. He's saying what I
breaking
said.
all the rules because we can't
Wait,
we're a
wait, wait.
tourist. But I think that's what made the MySpace era so great. Seeing kids didn't know much or really care about any of the history. They were just having fun with this cool new music and breaking all the rules. Because for as much as heavy music loves to pretend that it's all about breaking the rules and doing things your way and being unique, none of that's really true.
Yo,
Rock,
he's
metal,
spitting!
Hardcore and punk are easily the most rules-based, rigid genres out there, with strict ideas on how to dress, act, talk, what you can listen to.
Holy shit, he's spitting! Bro, he's saying what motherfuckers are afraid to say publicly.
What counts as real X or real Y, but scene kids didn't know or care about any of these supposed rules. And because all of this was happening on these newfangled sites like MySpace, YouTube, and LiveJournal, the old heads, gatekeepers, and tastemakers had lost control. All they could do was write angry posts on their dying metal forums. Meanwhile, scene kids were writing disgustingly heavy deathcore tracks while wearing their little sister's clothes.
I'm not gonna front, bro. I had my best friend at the time. My best friend at the time. He literally would wear his mom's jeans because they were extremely tight and he couldn't find jeans that were tight enough. I'm not even kidding. And I don't know if y'all ever like seen a dude in like lady skinny jeans. It makes their ass look crazy. SoCal, I'll bro, link it to. Oh wait, damn it! I gotta get my Instagram passwords. I'll have Instagram logged into my web by tomorrow. We could check that out.
Or adding synth sections to breakdowns. Or mixing crunk and hyphy rap with screamo and metalcore. All wrapped up in this flamboyant and loud fashion. And this is why you had, 15-year-old suburban girls listening to bands like Suicide Silence, which, by the way, is important. Young women are the main drivers of culture. And while scene died out by 2010, their impact is still felt to this day. Scene kids and bands pioneered social media and laid the foundations for how artists use social media to this very day. And, for better or for worse, modern heavy music is pretty much all metalcore. The sound of modern mainstream metal has its DNA rooted in MySpace-era metalcore. Even in hardcore, most of the newer bands are also just metalcore, but in the more traditional sense. And sure, while I've lamented on how modern metal is too technical, too overproduced, and has become a bit stagnant, and metalcore is partly to blame for that, at the end of the day, scene kids won. The tastemakers, gatekeepers, and angry metal dorks posting on forums were just left behind. And after spending a few weeks working on these videos, I can't help but think that heavy music is long overdue for another big movement. Scene kids and MySpace were the last actual new movement in heavy music. So I can't help but wonder and hope.
Well, no, I disagree. Because the popcore shit took off, right? Like Bad Omens and Dayseeker, that's like the new movement. I feel like that kind of started the trend of like pop music and metalcore kind of started brewing, right? Like Architects did it, and like there's like a lot of those bands from like the MySpace days have this sound now, and I feel like this is the movement.
That another one might be on the horizon.
What are we watching? We're watching Maximilian Dude talk about the history of metalcore. How you doing, pandas? Will there be a quiz? Yes, fellas, pop quiz. What was my boy yapping about? The strict rules and definitions are exactly what made classical music the way it is and what I learned about it in uni. It got taken down. Why did it get taken down? Last year? Last year what? Oh, the album, the best album. My bad. There you go. That, again, that was From Street Kids to Scene Kids, the story of metalcore by Lachlan Frazier. That was a fun watch. For sure. He like actually dissected the roots and the transition of metalcore, which is like tough as fuck to do. Like that is not an easy feat. So that was awesome. That was a good watch. So do you want that song? Yeah, let's see it. Link it in chat. That was pretty cool. I think that was a nice, refreshing watch, and I feel like the lack, like like most of it was just him talking, like his head, and there's no fancy edits and stuff. And I think YouTube needs more of that. Let's see what this is. Listen to my 5 songs. Monday, brother. Wait, hold on. Monday, brother. Monday. What do we think about that video, fellas? It was pretty good, pretty informative. I love video essays like that. I really do. Who is this? Geoff Casta. How do you even say his name? So this is the Ohio. This is the Markiplier guy. What the fuck? This does sound like Markiplier, bro. This does sound like Markiplier. We're not gonna listen to all of that. Yeah, that does sound like Markiplier, though. I was distracted by his hair. He did have nice hair. Yo, have a good night, pandas. All right, fellas, let's do some Spotify bingo. Woo! Spotify bingo. Let's do it. Now that pandas is gone, we can have fun. Just kidding. All right, chat. What we're gonna do? You've done it. We've done it before. Here's the link. Go add songs to this. In Portugal, nobody likes metalcore. Really? That's surprising. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna play Spotify bingo with yellow album covers. We've done this with blue album covers. We've done it with red album colors. We're gonna do it with yellow. I want to do one that is not colored based. I just can't think of a good theme. And then I have another video I want to react to probably next week. Here, let me let the server know. At everyone, Spotify bingo is starting now. Pull up and add songs with yellow album covers. Midwest emo bingo, that does sound fun. We gotta know what what to put in a bingo board though for Midwest emo bingo. Maybe women in album covers and men in album covers. That does sound pretty okay. What the hell is a peg boy? Who the fuck is peg boy? Oh, well, I can't look through this. That'd be cheating. All right, let's make our bingo board. All right, fellas, you guys will be able to play along. Everyone is going to get their own bingo sheets. Yo, Minority, what's up, baby? Cancer meme songs? Black. There we go. Okay, let's do it. What are we adding onto the thing? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do what, 4x4 maybe? It's all good. Yo, Clear, what up, baby? Clear, my goat, what up? Wait, could y'all hear the music well? Hold up. All right, what's the huge? Okay, we're gonna do under 2-minute song. We're gonna do over what, 7 minutes? Let's do what's the huge? Emo, hardcore. Let's do mainstream song or artist. Let's do, what else are we adding on here? What do we typically do? Oh, not yellow. Emo, hardcore, metalcore. What else should we add on here? Winner gets VIP for the rest of the week. How about that? Whoever gets bingo first. Hold on, wait. I think I could get access to our old bingo sheet. It should be in the stream shit, right? There's a lot of stuff on stream shit. Here it is. Okay. Okay, VIZZYY liked song. Okay. VIZZYY liked song. Long song name. VIZZYY hated song. Dead member. Controversial member. Can you add song is abysmal dog shit? After 2020. I like these. After 2020. One word song title. Female vocals. Warp Tour. Oh, there we go. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should we do a 5x5 or 4x4? Yo, Ticket, what's up, baby? Lex, what up? What is a paw job? 5x5, okay. Ass vocals, okay, we can do ass vocals. What else? Free space. Well, no, we don't gotta add free space. Solo artist. What's that in your hand? It's a hookah, my boy. It's a look. We got a. I would pick it up, but I don't want to drop the coal. We got a brand new hookah. Brand new hookah. It is crack, yes. Under 10K listeners, that's a good one. Under 10K listeners. Give me some more, fellas. Give me some more. Came back for bingo. That's what I'm talking about. Gerald song? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? We need 6 more. 6 more. Well, and we're going to have a free space. So we need 5 more. Student glass? Studding glass? What is that? Like a vape? What else do we have on it? Not English. Ooh, not English. That's a good one. You don't know what we have? Wait, am I not showing it? Hold on. So you guys can see more. This is what we're looking at right now. A gravity bong? Ooh, hookah / gravity bong? Can you send me a picture? Instrumental? Ooh, instrumental's good. Instrumental's good. Yeah, we'll just do no Vox. Let's see. Warp Tour? We got that one. We need 3 more. 3 more. Questionable lyrics. What do we got? Hardcore, mainstream, metalcore, emo, Warp Tour. We'll do pop punk. Canceled. I got controversial here. 2 more. 2 more. Not yellow. We got that. We got not yellow. Oh god, so cringe. Attila's playing right now. We gotta finish this up so we don't have to listen to Attila right now. Unk music. Okay, all right, yeah, we do have after 2020. So let's do before 2000. Cringe space. Yeah, before 2000. One more. Give me one more. And then we're gonna have a free space. No, like if the song is cringe. But wouldn't that be like under like hated song? Songs that are between two, that's too big. That's too big. Too broad. Let me see. I mean, we could just put rap. We could put rap. Yeah, we'll put rap. All right, what do we think? We could replace one. Let's go over it again. Under 2 minute song, over 7 minutes. Emo, hardcore, mainstream, not yellow, metalcore, Vizzy liked song, long song name, Vizzy hated song, dead member, controversial. We'll just put controversial so it's not so wordy. After 2020, one word song title, female vocals, Warp Tour, ass vocals, solo artist, 10K, under 10K monthly listeners. Not English, no vocals, pop punk before 2000 and rap. That's fine, yeah? Those 4 songs don't get any love. Well, it's gonna get randomly what do you call it? It's gonna get shuffled. Bingo cards per page. 2 meeting. Wait, what? What does that mean? Oh. All right, hold on. Let me make sure I don't fuck nothing up. Let me copy and paste. All right, here we go. Okay, the bingo cards are made. Bingo cards are made. There you go. Participate. Everyone collect your bingo card. Winner gets VIP for the rest of the month. Or, sorry, rest of the week. Dude, ticket. This was like $300 at the smoke shop I went to today. How is it? Oh, it's for Herb? I thought it was just for like fucking to be honest, I had no idea how that shit worked. Everybody got their shit? I got it. Okay, first one to get bingo. The way it's gonna work. First one to get bingo, you're gonna screenshot it and you're gonna put it under stream shit. Excuse me. Weed hookah dabs? What? Where do you put the stuff? I gotta see how it works. All right. Let's get started. Hold on. Let me add some songs to it too. The link to the playlist should be pinned. Here, I'm just gonna add, let me see. I guess this is considered yellow, right? Yellow album covers. Yellow album covers. Yellow album covers. Wait, can I just drag? Yeah, I could. Anything I see yellow, I'm just gonna drag. Make sure we get a nice... Yo! Jenny! Thank you for the gift. Yo, Sheet. What up, baby? Sheet Marsha. Thank you for the follow. A gift and a sub at the same... and a follow at the same time? You guys are so cute today. You guys are so sweet to me. A little too sweet. Call me a slur. Just kidding, don't. Just kidding. Don't call me a slur. Alerts are fixed. Yes, sir. Yeah, you can drag them. Yeah, no vocals. One of my favorite songs ever. What, the one playing right now? I'm not gonna lie. I did not like this album that much until my like 4th listen. I like forced myself to like it. Whenever I see yellow, I'm gonna just drag in this bitch, bro. Wi-Fi skeleton. Is this yellow? Yeah, that's yellow. Well, I didn't fuck with what's the recent record called? Not Letterman. Because that was the title. Oh, here it is. I Want to Disappear. Yeah, I didn't fuck with I Want to Disappear all that much, bro. If I'm being real. Oh my god, You Blew It. Such a good band. I love You Blew It. That's not yellow. I'll consider this yellow. That's yellow. I love Dead and Baird. That's yellow. Oh, some Bruno Mars? Wait, why didn't it work? Alright, I think that's enough, right? Let's go from the bottom. Oh, some Never Shout Never? About to get sad in this bitch. About to get sad. Put a sad Never Shout. Oh my god, fun. I love that's I don't that song's a little cringe. I love looking at like my old like what I added like so long ago, like 2015. Because it's like a trip down memory lane. Whatever, I'm sure we have enough. How many songs we got? 136? Oh, bro, 8 hours of music. We're good, bro. We're good. All right, fellas. If it's your first time joining us for Spotify Bingo, we have 1 hour on the clock. The Death Cab out. You're not adding transgenders? No. What's my favorite color? Probably orange. Just because it's on brand. I used to be a big purple guy. Or here, I want to put a timer on the... Hold on, we could do it like this. Thank you for the biddy.
Meow.
Is this too ugly? This is fine, right? Now we can do it like this. Sorry, I kind of want to make this not ugly. Yo, Popsicle, what up? Yeah, I used to be a big purple guy. Okay, everyone got their bingo cards. Get your bingo cards ready. We're gonna play together. You don't play on your own, you play with us. So in order to get bingo, you do play with us. Timer. Let me add a browser source here. Timer. I'm pretty sure there's a way to add a timer on OBS, but I'm gonna just do it like the scuffed way. That scared the shit out of me. What the fuck was that? Never mind, bro. Hold on. Tools. Oh, wait. Timer. Hold on. It's literally right here. Wait, no, it's not. I lied. Whatever. I'll just have a timer on my end. Doesn't matter. Yo, Ghost, what's up? We're good. All right, let's do it, baby. Yellow album covers. Everyone get your bingo cards ready. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bingo cards up. Bingo cards up. The timer starts now. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What's our first? Oh, wait. Whoops. MC Mac. Easy come, easy go. What can we check off here? What can we check off here? Let's see. The song is 4 minutes. Is this considered rap, bro? Yo, Cake! Always, bro. I will never not yell at you. You're my enemy. Just kidding. All right, we could do rap. We could do, how old is this song? $2,000. Oh wait, everyone check off your free space. Make sure your free space is checked off. It's on site? Okay, bet. The music is quiet, is it? My bad. This is, it could, okay. We could do solo artists. We could do rap. What else could we do? Okay, I guess that's our only ones, right? We can do solo artists or we can do rap. Which one are you guys checking off? What's your strat? You're doing rap? I guess it's too early to have a strat. Okay, we'll do rap. I'm gonna check off rap just because I don't know how many rap songs we got. Yeah, only one per. Okay, yeah, that's a part of the rules. You can only check off one per song. You can only check off one per song. You cannot do both solo artists and rap. You can only check off one per song. The song is pretty cool. Wait, what's my calls looking like? Uh-oh, fellas, I think I gotta add another call. I think we gotta add another call. Our calls, look how baby are. I don't wanna. Hold on. Yeah, this call is done, bro. I added 2 calls. It's literally all ash. It looks like the alien from Panama, like the rock. Rap is in the corner for me, so it's a good spot. Ooh. The rules, you can't skip a song. Yeah, no skipping songs. No skipping songs, because then that defeats the purpose of the timer. No skipping songs. One thing, one spot per shit. Damn, this is so close to before 2000, and it's so close to metalcore. This song is actually so fucking fire. Wait a second. Hold on, what are we considering? Oh, he only got 54K. So how do we suss out if the person? Yeah, we set you send a screenshot when you hit bingo. You send a screenshot on Discord, and then we go over it. This song makes me want to relapse. Yo, Equinox, baby. Yo, it's not too late to join in on bingo, bro. Grab a sheet. Anyone that's not in bingo, grab a sheet. We're on the first song. No. There you go. Grab a sheet, my boy. That's good. Okay, so mainstream. We're going to do mainstream as in the artist. Just to simplify it. Yeah, I'm going to check out more. I have one of his shits. Okay, not yellow, bro. Not yellow, bro. No. Come on, dog. This shit is not yellow enough. Hold on, wait. Okay. What can we check off here? Got your sheet? Bet. Is this yellow, fellas? What do we think? Mainstream? Is Good Charlotte mainstream? I guess so. Okay, hold on. We could do pop punk. Wait. Let's do a poll. Let's do a 30-second poll. 30-second poll. Hold on. Let's do a 30-second poll. We gotta vote on it. Poll. All right. 30-second poll. 30-second poll. Go vote. Go vote. Is that shit yellow or no? Poll is up. Bro, no one thinks it's yellow. Literally no one thinks this shit is yellow, bro. All right, what are our options? We could do mainstream. We could do Warped Tour. We could do pop punk. The one vote is from the request. It's okay, by the way. Oh, hold on. I think I'm gonna have to fuck around and do not yellow, bro. So I can get started on that corner. Ooh. All right, we're gonna do. Oh, and technically, 1-word song title. Well, no, it's 2 words. I'm bugging. Never mind. Yeah. I would say Good Charlotte is mainstream, right? Do we all agree Good Charlotte is mainstream? Do we all agree Good Charlotte is mainstream? Breaking news. Okay, dude. Okay, buddy. I'm what y'all mark off? I marked off not yellow. You could do not yellow. You could do Warped Tour. You could do pop punk, and you could do mainstream. I think mainstream if you're unk. That's true. You got to be unk for it to be mainstream. Your Charlotte doesn't look how I expected when I saw them at after. What do you mean? Oh, whoa. What do you? How did you expect him to look? How do you expect Good Charlotte to look? Out of curiosity. Popular in the alt scene? Okay, but Good Charlotte was like commercially successful. They look like thugs. They look like the New York hardcore kids from the video we were just watching. To be honest, depending on where you're from, they probably are thugs. They probably are, depending on where you're from. Some petite, some 41 dudes, right? All right, what's next? Okay. 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 I'm pretty sure one of the Madden brothers slept with Lindsay Lohan. That is a mainstream activity. That is mainstream activity. Okay, how old is this? 1991, bro. All right, what's the options here? We could do mainstream. Well, no. Well, yeah, we could do mainstream, right? What's their most popular song looking like? Okay, yeah, that's definitely mainstream, bro. All right, we could check off mainstream. We could do before 2000, female Vox, hardcore. I'm gonna do before 2000s. You could, yeah, actually, to be honest, is this yellow, bro? Okay, I would, if you didn't mark off not yellow, I will give you the pass. Well, yeah, I would give you the pass for not yellow. I would give you the pass for not yellow if you want to do not yellow. There's not enough yellow. There's more pink than there is yellow, bro. This shit looks like a lemonade. This shit look tasty to drink, bro. All right, I'm gonna do... female vocals, I think. I'm gonna do female vocals. Yeah, we'll do female vocals. Hold on, I'm kind of killing it so far, bro. Piss ghost. Our little pissy ghost. Little pissy ghost girl. Pink is the main color? Yeah, bro. Yellow is the primary color? Are you bugging? Huh? Bro. Yeah, okay. I would say if out of this whole album cover, what, like 30% of it is yellow? 40%? Yeah, it's random for everyone. Yeah, yellow pops out more than pink. It does, but it doesn't mean it's the... Okay, just because this lady is pissing, and that's the center point. OG piss kink queen on that. Yo, this is our pissy queen, bro. Our pissy queen. I would say it counts. I would say I would say if you mark it not yellow, I wouldn't be mad at you. I would give you the pass. I would give you the pass. Oh, we could do it like this. Okay, here's a good idea of if it's yellow or not. The background is literally pink for Spotify, bro. Let me see. Oh, it didn't go through. Because there's more pink. That's what I'm saying. This is a pink off fella right here. This is a pink off fella. Oh, whoops. But how do I go back to that other view? There we go. Songs of Bob though? Yeah, this is a nice song. Gay ass dudes in here, focus on it. Yo, yeah. If you consider this album cover more pink, sorry fellas, you may be gay. Take the gay test we took yesterday, bro. Kinky ass dude, fucks. My shit got clocked so hard on Blue Bingo when the cover had specks of the other colors. Wait, which? What album was it? What album was it? That's so fucking funny. All right, what's next? What's next? What's next? We're doing good on time, bro. We're doing good on time. There's 47 minutes left. Okay. All right. So we can do controversial. We can do mainstream. What year was brown? This is yellow, dog. More gold? Okay, gold is like an offshoot of yellow. That's fine. Yeah, this, I would say this is yellow, bro. This is yellow, dude. Does this count as solo? Yeah. This counts as solo. I would say this counts as solo. Well, actually, well, hold on. Do we count this as solo if there's collabs on it? There's collabs on it. I'll consider it solo. I'll consider it solo because this is a Kanye song. All right, so we could do mainstream. We could do rap. We could do controversial. We could do solo artist. Damn, what do I hit, bro? What do I hit, fellas? If you was me, which one would you choose? Collab means no solo, but he is a solo artist. Because this is off Kanye's record, right? If you do solo, I'll give it a pass. That's true. Kanye does got demons with him. That's true. She's spitting. We're playing this song? Yeah, but if that's the case, right? This isn't a mainstream song, right? So we got to go off artist. I'll say, okay, I'll give, if you do mainstream, I'll give it a pass. If you do rap, I think I'm gonna have to go with controversial. Yo, take it with the resub. We'll do, I'm gonna hit controversial. Yo, Ticket, my boy, thank you. Hold on, we gotta put this dude on the board of support. Board of support, baby. Here we go, Ticket. Welcome to the board of support this month, baby. We could let Spotify choose. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Because if if our argument was Spotify was saying the last one was pink, that would make this brown, right? Technically, this is under. What do you mean I'm a dumbass? Thank you, Ticket. Means a lot, bro. Does solo artist count? Yeah, we're gonna count. I'll count solo artists. I'll count solo artists. I'll count solo artists, bro. What? Whoa. I'm not even caking. Real rappers is hard to find just like a remote. Is that what they said? I'm not even paying attention to the lyrics. That is fucking funny. That's a good bar. Yo, question, fellas. Question. Should I change the color of this side light? Green is kind of hard, right? Or blue? What color do we like for the side light? The blue is kind of nice, but I feel like that's too bisexual.
Rye cat face.
Yo! Yo, Haley! Thank you, bro. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the resub, bro. Haley, my goat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are being so sweet to me today. The blue one is cool. Blue fits with the orange. Guess we might be bi it. Yeah, that's some bisexual ass lighting, bro. I'm gonna pay homage to your old name, Haley. Haley wants to Emily. Thank you. I'm gonna do Haley wants to battle. Oh wait, is that how you spell your name, Haley? Paying homage. All right, next. Okay, dude. Yo, another gift. Thank you, Jenny. Holy shit. Guys, you're gonna make me rich one day, and I'm gonna do something for us, bro. When I become rich, I'm gonna do something for us. What if I do like a giveaway? But like I take y'all out somewhere when I'm rich. Like the Danimals, like you win a trip to X place. Okay. What do we got here? What are our options? A VIZZYY meetup? That'd be so fire. Yeah, I wouldn't consider this pop punk. I wouldn't consider this pop punk. Would you take me out? I would do a giveaway, bro. I would consider this, yeah, like more. This isn't really pop punk. I would never do like a VIZZYY con though. Like it would be a meet and greet at an already existing event, like a Twitch con or something, or like a show. Emo? Do we consider this emo? I guess this is kind of like I guess this could be considered third wave emo, right? What color does Spotify say? I think like fucking seafoam, bro. I think Spotify is saying this shit is seafoam. Have they played Warped Tour? Bands that played. I don't even know what band this is. Like I've never. They don't look familiar to me. Let me see. Have they played Warped Tour? Let's see. Medina Lake. They have. Ooh. So these guys played Warped Tour. I think I'm gonna go with emo, bro. I think emo's the move. Emo's the move, bro. For me, at least. I don't know what you guys are going. VIZZYY meetup in Romania. Something Roderick Heffley would jam to. I think this is a good song. I like this. Who added this? This is a good one. I'm in the same boat as Dylan. All I need is pop punk. Really? I have 4. Y'all better be scared. I got 1, 2, 3. I just need 2 more going crossways. How would you call diagonal? What is corner to corner? Or horizontal? You got 5? Wait, you got bingo ticket? All right, if you got bingo chat, you got to screenshot it and put it under stream shit. Okay, you got 5 marked off. Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, what's next? Did you just poop? Just pooped. All right, what's next, bro? Give us something good. Give us something good. Okay, this is yellow. This bitch right here is yellow. Okay, hold on. We could do, where is it? We could do under 10K listeners. We could do under 10K listeners. You have bingo? Send it. This is not English. To be honest, I won't be mad at you if you do ass vocals. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, just so you know. Like, Midwest emo is my favorite genre, and every vocalist in that genre is completely ass. We could do under 10K. We could do ass vocals. What else could we do? Oh, we could. Oh shit, we could do. Ooh, we could do before 2000. Ooh, we could do before 2000, bro. I'm gonna hit before 2000. I'm gonna hit before 2000. You sent it? Pop punk, solo artist, under 10K, rap. Oh shit! What the fuck? That's a clean sweep, bro. Popsicle. We're still playing, by the way. We're playing till I get bingo. I'm really banking on dead member. Okay, let's see. Are any of these guys dead? GG's, bro. Okay, let me see. Are any of these guys dead? Let's see. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Before we get to the next song. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm looking it up. Here, let me just Google. Did any members of Digits die? Oh, Haley! Haley, you are in luck. Jenny, you're in luck. One of the members of Digits is dead. One of them are dead. Wait, hold on, hold on. How many people got bingo off that song? Warped Tour, solo artist, free space emo, ass vocals. Bro, we got 2 bingos. We're going to keep playing. We're going to keep playing. I'm just curious who else got bingo. Who else got bingo? What you call it? Okay, you're 1 away. Okay, bet. Let's see who got. So in first, okay, Popsicle and John. I'll give you both VIP for the rest of the week since you both won at the same time. I don't know how to get bingo, brother. What? What do you mean? You just got to get a cross. You just got to get 5 in a row. You could have created a Spotify jam and then sent us the link so we could all listen to the playlist together. Oh, that's true. That's true. But then it could be easily fucked with. Okay. Jenny, could you give Dylan and could you give wait, who else got bingo? Can you give Popsicle and Dylan VIP? Yo, Sheets. What up, baby? How do you give VIP? /VIP and then put their name. Type their name. This one is dead artist? Wait, Wi-Fi Skeleton is dead? Wait, Z, you got bingo too? From what, that last song? Oh, Wi-Fi Skeleton is dead? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Nah, anyone could change it. And can you give Z VIP as well? It won't let you? Okay, bet. Hold on. All right, we could do dead member. Ooh, under 2 minutes? Solo artist. Oh, wait. And Vizzy liked song. You guys could do Vizzy liked song. I'm gonna do under 2 minutes. No, you can still have it. Oh, ouch. Oh my god, I love Neck Deep so much. I love Neck Deep so fucking much. Okay, slash VIP. This is for the rest of the week. Zmer TV slash VIP. Hey, Gerald song. W, bro. W. We got 3 winners tonight, bro, at the same time. All right, enjoy your VIPs for the rest of the week, fellas. All right, we could do Warp Tour. We can do Pop Punk. I just smashed. Okay. I do. Oh, shit. I'm surprised it's not liked. I have 18 songs liked. No way I don't have it liked. No, I do have it liked. Maybe it's like a different version or something. I got a bunch of shit liked. Wait, why is this one all snowy? Is this like a different like version of the song? You added to Blue and got flamed for it? I think maybe Chad just hates you, bro. I do consider this yellow. This is more yellow than blue. We can do VIZZYY like song, Pop Punk, Warp Tour. After 2020, right? Oh wait, no, I'm bugging. This isn't after 2020. What year was this album? What year was this album? What was it, like 2018? Or am I bugging? Oh, 2015. Oh, I'm super bugging. Let's do... I'm gonna do VIZZYY like song. This shit is like every color. Why is this one all winter based? What do you guys think about? I haven't listened to well, I did listen to the Neck Deep album, like the self-titled. I don't remember what I thought about it. Did you guys like it? Oh, the 10-year, okay. Yeah, post your bingo under stream shit. Who else got bingo? Okay, Brittany with the bingo. Haley with the bingo. Cattle Dog with the bingo. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, we don't consider this metalcore. Oh, wait, one word? One word song title? Warp Tour? Oh, wait, I'm gonna do... Wait. I did VIZZYY like song for that last one. We'll do... What's the strat here? How come you guys always beat me in this stupid fucking game, bro? I'm gonna do one word. Nah, one word? Is that the move? We'll do one word. Jenny with the bingo! I know, right? I mean, I gotta beat the fucking timer. I got 30 minutes to get bingo, bro. Bro, what? Yo, bro, the RNG in this game is fucking dog shit, bro. Wait, who is this? Who is this? I can't do, I got streamer mode enabled, so it doesn't let me see the names. Who is this? Oh, right here, XO. Yo, XO, how do I say your name? Is XO okay, or do you want me to say it some, like, how do you say it? Jenny with the bingo. Damn, dude. I'm always last to get bingo. Look at the video in general, chat. Bro, what is this? Wait, hold on. Let me pause the tunes for a second. What the fuck is this, bro? Wait, let me make sure y'all could hear it. Hold on.
What the hell?
I used to be a big purple guy.
Purple guy!
How? You're retarded, bro. Why would you? What bro? Come on. I didn't even know that was like a bit. What is the context to Markiplier saying that, bro? That's so funny though. That's so good. Oh my god, fellas, tomorrow's Wednesday. I have been looking forward for Wednesday for so long. I can't wait to start. Again, tomorrow, bro. Oh, FNAF? XO is fine? Okay, bet. VIZZYY is Unky has no idea. Bro, we were just talking about yesterday. I grew up on like PewDiePie era. Markiplier came like right after. FNAF 2 for community movie night. Oh my god. I haven't even seen the first one. All right. Okay. So as a reminder, tomorrow we're starting Love on a Spectrum second season. So anyone that hasn't watched the first season, catch the fuck up, Buster. I'm gonna be streaming it right here. We're gonna be watching it together. I'm so excited. I can't wait, bro. Like, you don't know how much, what's the word? Not effort. I want to watch without you guys so bad, but I hold myself back. You're off early? Okay, bet. I hold back to not watching Love on a Spectrum without you guys, bro. Me holding off for you guys, that's love. That's love, bro. Can't believe Silverstone would have a clanker for their album cover, bro. You should do album reactions together. We used to do that every Monday for like new albums. What's the show about? It's about people with autism finding love. You using the Spectrum for money? I don't get paid for watching. Holy shit, that's so long. This is the longest fucking... Okay, what can we do here? Okay, do we count ass vocals here? We can do ass vocals under 10K monthly. We can do solo artists. Ask everything. All right, okay, 1 in chat if we could do ass vocals. 2 in chat if not. Bro, this is barely, I mean, yeah, dude, this half. Wait, is this Homestuck? Is this fucking Homestuck? Wait, what are we listening to? These vocals are beautiful. Bro, I don't know what they're... Okay, could we do not English then? Like, what the fuck? What year was this? $2025? Damn, the Homestuck feature is kind of crazy. That's cool as fuck. Ooh, MGMT, that's mainstream. Okay, for that last one, okay, we could do. Are we doing? Okay, I guess not as vocals, right? All right, for that last one, I'll do under 10K monthly. And then for MGMT, we could do mainstream. I guess that's the only option. I take it back. No, I don't. God damn it, bro. We'll do mainstream. They have like 300 monthly listeners. They're probably fucking in this chat. I kind of fuck with this, though. I'm not going to lie. I kind of fuck with this. One person Floridian Pester Core. Homestuck themed Nintendo Core. Holy niche. That I low-key fucked with that, bro. He's 16? A 16-year-old knows what Homestuck is? Wait, okay, one in chat if you know what Homestuck is. And then follow it up with your age. I don't even know what it is. You're very familiar. You're not 12, Z. You're not fucking 12, bro. What? I will type 1 and put 30, bro. I can't believe I'm 30. Barely. Homestuck is actually super cool. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was like one of the first like things to pop up on the internet with like a super autistic like cult following. I'm not a virgin. Yeah. Pushing. Okay, pushing. All right. I will not say pushing 40, bro. I will not say pushing 40. I'm not pushing 40 is like over 35. I took an autism. I wait, that might be on the third channel. I know I've definitely took an autism test on stream, but let me see if I made it into a video. I saw a 4chan post about Holmes. Really? What was it saying? Let me see if I did the autism test on.
Dog older than the
Okay,
Minions.
of course I'm
BTW.
older than Minions, dude. Bro, everyone here is older than Minions. No, I didn't put the autism test on the third channel. I should have. I kind of want to put the gay test on the third channel though. RIP Minions, you would have loved this. Are there more Minion movies coming out? Is that series like done? The song is kind of fucking heat, bro. I fell off with MGMT. Fred Durst would have loved VIZZYY, bro. He would have loved. Do you guys keep up with MGMT? Remember when children on TikTok put the song over World War II videos? They did? Thought Shrek ended, yet here we are. Oh my god, I can't wait for the new Shrek. I seriously can't wait for the new Shrek. Rip Christopher. Bro, you know, I've always... I wanna... There's like no way to contact Christopher Drew. And I really wanted to see if I could get an IRL interview with him. Like I would fly to Joplin to interview him. All right, what's next? What's next? Biocrisis? Okay. Okay. Okay, not yellow, but okay. This is white. All right, we could do a hardcore. We could do not... Wait, is this English? This is on my liked songs. Damn. Hardcore's like the only option. Holy shit. I now have two. You do not have two bingos, bro. This is fuck landlords and the got music. What do we think about landlords, fellas? Based or nah? Always best to gaslight your landlord. Bro, there was what do you call it? My landlord like yelled at my cousin once. Because the landlord was talking shit about like a lot of the, because they bumped into each other in the laundry room. He was talking shit about tenants like leaving stuff outside the apartment door, and we used to live on the 3rd floor. No one went up there, and my cousin was like, "Yeah, I'd imagine it's annoying. Sorry I have to go through that." He said, "Yeah, you're one to talk 3rd floor," and my cousin was like, "What?" No one goes up there. They like got into an argument about it. Midwest emo song title. My landlord yelled. That sounds like a Midwest emo band name. I really fuck with this. Ooh. Ooh, you know what we should do for the next bingo? We could put group chants on a bingo card. Well, my friend was asking me what song was stuck in my head, and I said, "You can't eat you can't eat cats, Kevin," and he kind of just stared at me. Oh, wait, what the fuck? There's another thing. Whoa, what is this? Wait, can you? Oh, never mind. All right, what's next? Green bingo next. Yeah, we're stuck doing colors until we find like another theme. Oh, okay. We could do long song name. We could do ass vocals. Marriott is so fucking good. To be honest, if it's Midwest emo, I don't get upset at ass vocals, bro. But then I'll do ass vocals. Okay, bet. Ass vocals, we finally hit bingo! Yeah! Bingo! Finally, dude. Who hasn't hit bingo yet? Bro, I think everyone hit it. Could do a bingo based on stuff. We should do bingo. You, bro, Ticket, you're in last place, bro. Lock in, Ticket. You're not playing? Yeah. Just saying that because you ain't hit bingo yet. So no. We had bingo, baby. I'm missing rap. Oh man. See, I know rap is a tough one in this chat because, like, I mean, obviously, like, most of us probably do listen to rap, but I'm obviously based off of, like, you know, fucking alternative music. All right, fellas, let's get out of here. It's time for me to get going. Let's go raid somebody. Thank you guys for participating tonight. It was really fun. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna be watching season 2, or starting season 2 of Love on a Spectrum. So again, if you're not caught up, go watch season 1, bro. Who should we raid, bro? Does anyone have any friends that's online? Let's just look up emo. Let's see who's tagged with. Oh, shit. That reminds me. We got to fix our tags for 2026, bro. My name is Santi. I'm from the Midwest. Oh, dude, hold on. We got a Midwest emo fella here. Let's go raid him. Midwest emo fella? Spotify show these, theys, and thems. Much love. I'll catch you tomorrow for Love on the Spectrum. I hope you have a beautiful night. Thank you guys for the subs, for the biddies, for the follows. Shout out Bruce for the $100. $100 is fucking crazy. Means a lot, man. And yeah, XOXO. Go spam XOXO in this guy's chat. And that's it. See you tomorrow. Stream was food. Good night. YouTube chat. Have a good night.